My name is Vivienne Damatan. I am a personal and executive leadership coach with my own private firm called Lead on Purpose. And I work with, I work across industries, but a lot of the folks that I work with right now are new managers who are trying to, find their way to become really confident, visible leaders.
And how did you get involved with Locelle?
When I transitioned from working with my former tech company to my own private practice, I wanted to connect with other women who are doing amazing things in the space. And of course, naturally, Locale came up, and it's been a love story ever since.
Did you have any apprehensions or any voice in your head saying anything about like, should I do this? Should I not do this? Or was it just an obvious yes for you?
When you're in any leadership role, or especially if you're starting out as an entrepreneur, one of the things that you have to be a little bit guarded with is your time. And so that was the one concern that I had, like, do I have time for this? But I think, when I learned more about the mission and really the work that they were trying to do, it's so in line with what I believe is important that yes, like it's a little bit of time, but the impact of it is so huge. And so for me, it was a little bit like, does this fit within your value system? And the answer was yes. And so then it was just like, absolutely, I'll be there.
How does that resonate with your purpose and your mission and in your work and in your life?
When I was growing up, like in school or like through activities and that sort of stuff, when I was younger, I actually had quite a few really strong, wonderful, like female mentors that I got to learn from and just watch do kick-ass things. And it was amazing, like I was so inspired by them. But I found that when I stepped into the tech scene here, just under 10 years ago now, that really wasn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, being at some leadership events and looking around, and there was maybe like one other woman in the room.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm a strong woman. I don't need that, but it definitely left a mark on me.
Mm-hmm.
Just some questions around, I wonder why this is the case, and what can I do to help maybe like, shift the tides a little bit. I had some amazing male role models and mentors, and it was awesome. But there's just something a little bit extra special about getting to connect with and learn from someone who looks like you.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be able to do that for more women. And I think that's how it all connects with my purpose. Representation, it matters. It totally matters. It matters in everything in our society. And leadership is, that's like such a huge part of it. If you don't see yourself represented in leadership, then you can still get there, absolutely, but it matters.
And so what does mentorship mean to you? What does that relationship look like from your perspective?
This is going to sound weird, but it's sort of a rush. Seeing and feeling my mentee just feel empowered and capable after we chat, like that gives me energy to do the rest of the things through my day in a more effective way that's like full of passion and love. So for me, it's totally worth it. And beyond that, I get to start to think about, what then does that woman get to go and do for her team? And then her team experiencing that level of love and leadership, what do they get to do? And so it's all about these ripples. And it can start with something really small, like a 30-minute, mentorship session. I love what Locale does, and I'm here for it all.